So what are the potential threats to any person who is in recovery, of somebody who has been from a hopeless situation and is trying to get hope, or is trying to rise again in life, or is trying to rise in life? Anybody, might be in the village, might be in Nairobi, might be outside Nairobi. What exactly can help you? What are the potential threats that you might encounter along the way that can push you back to relapsing or getting back to even worse situations than you used to be? Number one, potential threat to any recovering addict is marrying the wrong person. I mean, if there is one dangerous situation, and this one brings in two equations. Number one, maybe you had a relationship. You have to, before you came into recovery, you have to ask yourself, is this relationship contributing much to my recovery? If not, then you have to quit. Another thing that can make you, when it comes to this marrying the wrong person, is another idea of rushing to get into a relationship immediately you come out of rehab or you start recovery. I mean, you don't have the necessarily emotional capability to be able to handle a relationship. A relationship comes up with so much. I mean, and it needs for you to take some time off relationships. Immediately you start recovery before you can get into one. So and again, now it gets to the point that I have marrying the wrong person. If you marry the wrong person, this basically somebody who is bringing you back into drinking or smoking or whatever you used to do. Eventually, because you see love, they say love is blind. Eventually, you find yourself doing the things that person is doing so that you can make them happy. And you know what? Nothing too bad than taking that drink. Nothing too bad that addiction won't make worse. So eventually you're going to lose the recovery that you had, and number two, you're going to lose the marriage. Number two reason for you, a potential threat to any recovering addict, is success. Success is good. Nobody doesn't want to be successful. But one thing about success is that it make you feel like you've already done it, you've already made it. I have seen somebody who even started a company and then they felt like, now I can take a drink to celebrate the journey that I have done. And eventually, you're going to lose recovery. You're going to lose even the company that you made. Maybe you want to celebrate success. You got a good wife. You got a good husband. You got a good house that you wanted. Eventually, you're going to lose the house. You're going to lose everything that you have earned for many years. One thing you have to understand is that you will never, ever be strong enough to have a drink. You will never, ever be strong enough to have a smoke. You will never a puff. You'll never be strong enough to have one bet. You're always one bet away or one drink away from disaster. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, one drink is too many, and 1,000 will never be enough. Once you just take that one bet, you can never stop. So focus, yes, be successful, but always remember to never ever have overconfidence. Always know that to you, alcohol, gambling, smoking is poison. Number three reason as to why a potential threat to any recovering addict is competition. You have to live in your own lane. Stop competing with other people. Sometimes you are competing with people who have not even been in recovery. You are competing with people who started 10 years ago. So that's one thing I've realized in life. You are doing it with somebody who has started 20 years ago. You can be the same level. They are already known in the market. So, but what exactly makes you to be better is continuing to be that person every single day, even when there are no results. Every single day you still wake up even after getting no results yesterday. Every single day you are still the same person even when you don't get that thing. You know, one guy asked me, the best way to know somebody's real character is when they don't have that thing. So can you still maintain the same character even when you don't get that thing? That's the most important question. So competition can really bring you down. It's about you competing with your former self. That is the only person you're supposed to compete with, the yesterday person. You're trying to be better and improve better than one person. Imagine if you try to improve each and every day from January to December. You'll be different by December. You'll be a totally different person than you are on January. 10, 20 years from now, we don't know where you're going to be. The late Kobe Bryant, who was the basketball legend, he started basketball at 13 years. He was the least talented, the least smart person in the team, but he ended up being the Lakers champion. And that's how life is. Sometimes life doesn't give things to the smart people because they have that entitlement. But when it comes to the other people, they will keep on pushing, keep on improving because they are competing with their yesterday self. The other thing that can make you and fail in recovery after being in recovery for a long time, which is a potential threat, is wrong people in your ears. So whom do you listen to? Who motivates you? Like for me, I listen to Les Brown, I listen to Tony Robbins, I listen to Dr. K.N. Jacob, I listen to Barack Obama, I listen to Malcolm X, I listen to Martin Luther King. They speak. I want to be a great speaker, yes. I want to get to those levels. I have to read. I read them every other day. So it's about the people in your ears and the people in your eyes, the people you listen, the people you watch. Who are these people? Because you can't tell me that you are smoking, you quit bang, and you're still listening to the music which is making you to miss bang. You can't tell me that you quit drinking, but the things you are watching every other time is about people, how alcohol is sweeter, it's making life better. You have to start watching some different kinds of people. I realize the importance of the things you listen to and the things you hear. The people you put in your ears. The moment I got into recovery, the moment I muted anything which was against recovery, anything that was against me going forward, that's where success started coming in. Because even when sometimes when you're sleeping, you start singing the things you have been listening to during the day, the songs. There is so much power in whatever you watch. There is so much power in whatever you listen to. So make sure that whatever is in your ears is the right kind of message. The other thing that is a potential threat is getting bored. Make sure you watch yourself out. When you get bored, that's why you need to have a firm why. Why did you get in recovery? It has to be strong enough to make you wake up every single day, even when the cravings are there, because it's painful during the initial days. So most of the time when you get bored, ask yourself, what exactly can I do? Can I go out there for a nature walk? Can I read another book which is interesting? Can I watch something which is interesting? Can I walk out there and exercise? Getting bored is danger. Actually, we say, don't be too hungry, don't be too angry, don't be too lonely, and don't be too tired. And again, don't be too bored. Because when you get to be too bored, you start thinking about taking alcohol. So you need to establish a new way of living, a new hobby that will make it easy for you to never ever get bored. Another potential threat to any recovering addict is forgetting where you came from. This one now comes in with the point of having a strong why. You should never forget where you came from. Always remember the person who came into recovery, the depressed person, the man who had lost jobs, the woman who had lost jobs, the person who had lost relationships, the person who had damaged the reputation, the person whose health was deteriorating each and every day, the person who hated themselves, the person who had suicidal ideations. So now remember where you came from. That person who came into recovery, that person should always be in your mind, should always be the picture in your mind. Always reframe that person any moment you feel like drinking. It's a potential threat when you forget where you came from and you start hanging around people who drink, hanging around people who, some of the people you hang around drinking, they only drink once in a year and you're still doing it with them. And for you, that one drink can turn into be 1,000, and those 1,000 drinks will never be enough. And the last reason as to why most of our potential threats to any recovering addict is forcing relationships. If you are in a relationship with somebody when you're in addiction, and I understand anybody, man or woman, specifically females, because they are the ones who find themselves with male addicts most of the time, because most of the addicts are men, and you find yourselves as an addict. I was very toxic. I was a narcissist because I was trying to force that relationship with a girl I had or with the girls I had, because you want to force them, because you know too well it's very hard for you to get another thing like that. But when you come into recovery, you start realizing, there are even many options. If I continue improving myself, I will get the best. But when you're in addiction, you know the only way it can go is down. So stop forcing any relationship when you get in recovery. If they already moved on, if they already told you it's never going to work out, just leave it and trust God to bring something better. Even God will even bring something better. Maybe that person was supposed to teach you something along his journey, and for wherever God was about to take you. So one thing you never need to do is force relationships, specifically even with friends. If they left because of who you are in the past, it's okay. Acknowledge the fact that you made mistakes. And the thing is, you can never change yesterday, but at least you can live well today. Tomorrow will be better. So those are some of the potential threats to any recovering addict today, or somebody who is trying to make it in life. Watch out to those potential threats. And if you have other points, you can just put them down there in the comments, or you can text me or message me in the number below. Thank you so much. Keep on keeping on your holding sober. The longer you stay and hanging in that barber's chair, eventually you're also going to get a haircut. Miracles do happen. Sometimes it's only that they take a little bit longer. Thank you. Hi! I hope that video that you just watched inspired you and made you even a better person today. If the video inspired you or made you a better person, how about you like, subscribe, and even share to other people who may be even going through the same situation, or even have loved ones who are going through the same situation. Let's keep on keeping on and make sure that as many people as possible get to be sober and feel how I feel today. Thank you.